cigarettes. Mama's long gone, Daddy's out cold on his cloud of barbituates. And she's riding home all alone. Ain't no use to cry, and all you've ever known is broken glass and dust. You learn to say hello, but goodbye is all you trust. How's she supposed to know not to run away when all she knows is rain? 17, she learned fast slinging hash, ain't no ticket out. So she rented smiles and slept her way right out of East Youngstown. When she pulls a storm, makes it pour everywhere she goes, and all she ever knows is broken glass and dust. You learn to say hello, but goodbye is all you trust. How's she supposed to know not to run away when all she knows is rain? The smile, we was sunshine for a while, but she ain't wired that way. Oh, 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 and all you ever know is broken glass and dust. You learn to say hello. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye is all you trust. Thanks. Hi guys, I'm Michele-Tackett, and thanks to Americana Highways for having me today. Tonight, I guess, technically, depending on what time zone you're in. I wrote that last song. It's called All She Knows Is Rain. It's on my latest album called Buckeye, and I wrote that with Lisa Carver and Rob Wolf. I'm going to do you another one right now called The Healer off the same album, and I wrote this with a fella named Randall Clay. Hey, Daryl, how you doing out there? All right. We wrote this about a week after the Pulse Orlando shooting, and it just seems to keep on taking in sort of new meanings and new importance, I guess. So there's a new video out, just a Facebook release sort of thing, but we did a real grassroots video with frontline workers, fans of mine that sent in some pictures of them doing what they do, and we made a video out of that and gave fresh life to this song. So anyway, again, this is called The Healer. Reached out hand, thrown fist, a hard word, a blown kiss, dream maker, sleep stealer. You can be the breaker, you can be the healer. Random bullet, Kevlar vest, Civil War taker, new life breather. Brother, you can be the breaker, you can be the healer. Neither one's as easy as the other. Neither one is really all that hard. Just because sometimes one more than the other, that don't mean that that's who you are. You can be the crow, or you can be the sparrow, the olive branch, or the arrow. So forsaker, faith revealer, yeah, you can be the breaker, you can be neither one's as easy as the other. Neither one is really all that hard. Just because sometimes one more than the other, that don't mean that that's who you are. Reach down hand, thrown fist, a hard word, a blown kiss. Take a good long look in the mirror, you breaker, or a healer. Yeah, you can be the breaker, but you could be the healer. Thanks, guys. Hey Laura. Hey, Debbie. Jim, how you doing up there in upstate New York? I got married in New York, not upstate. I got married in western New York, Dunkirk area, just a little west of Buffalo, up on the Great Lake there. Good to see y'all. Hey, Laura, fan club member there. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Well, that was a song about healing, so, you know, what follows a healing song better than a killing song? I'm going to do this one. I mentioned Randall Clay before. He helped me write that last one. And he's a co-writer on this. And we wrote this with a gal you might be familiar with named Ashley McBride. So, my true love came home alive from the bloodshed at Shiloh, to find my hand given to another man on the other side of the Ohio. Paul sold off every mule he had, and Mama's only piece of silver. And as the railroad reached from Lexington, he had him harvest all our timber. I gave all that we had left, so he'd pay off my daddy's debt I wore white with innocence. He got blood on my best dress. There was nothing gentle about this man, and his baby grew inside me. Before I died by his hand, I prayed my true love would find me. Whiskey and wickedness, cursed the Bible and my Sunday best. I mourned a child that I never met, and he got blood on my best dress. The only chore that I had left was to pull the wash down off the line. The dogs were barking, so he stood up, slipped on his boots and stepped outside. I heard the gunshot from the west. Bullet sank deep in his chest. He grabbed the line and with his last breath, he got blood on my best dress. My true love came home alive from the blood shed at Shiloh, to find my hand given to another man on the other side of the Ohio, to find my hand given to another man on the other side of the Ohio. Killed him off good. Hey out there. Hey Amy. Hey Jamie, my friend in Texas. How you doing? I'm used to seeing you guys around noontime. It's a late one for us. But thanks to Americana Highways for having all of us. I've got a couple more for you. Well, more than a couple. I have 3 left for you, I think, depending on the time. But yeah, thanks. I'm glad you liked the Killing Song, and thanks to my Team Tackett fans for tuning in tonight. Thanks to Melissa with Americana Highways for having me be part of this. I appreciate it. One of the best ways right now, usually as an opening act, that's one of the best ways I have to gain new fans, but obviously since we can't tour right now, I can't go be an opening act for people right now. So my current fans tune in for the live streams, but it's platforms like Americana Highways that helps us in this pandemic grow and still get new fans, even though we're not able to tour. So appreciate that a lot. Michelle, hey there. How you doing? Thank you so much. Thanks. So here's a, this is only weird because it's a love song, and I'm really not known for writing love songs. So I wrote this, I mentioned a gal named Lisa Carver, one of my best friends in the whole wide world, and she's had cuts with Sugarland and Willie Nelson, Jewel, Dolly Parton, I mean, whatever. She co-wrote this with me and another good friend of ours named Steph Mahan, and I'm pretty sure they threw us all in a room to write together, but their publishers thought we should all get in a room, so we did. And I think they were certain we were going to kill people in a song, and we actually came out with a love song. So here's that. Tangled feet, cotton sheets, to hell with sleep, I'm dying to wake you up. Me and you and me, baby, we can't get close enough. It just takes my lips on your skin. You start to smile, and I breathe you in. Whoa, stay in my eyes, you're killing me good. Baby, you've ruined me for anyone else. Whisper me slow and kiss me too deep. It's too late for me. Save yourself. Get up slow, it's hard to go. We both know that world's right outside. Coffee strong, showers on. Come on, baby. Water's fine. You draw some hearts on glass. Reach for a towel that pull you back. Oh, stay in my eyes. You're killing me. Slow and kiss me too deep. It's too late for me. Save yourself. I'm done, I'm gone, I'm history. Just look what you love gone and done to me. Whoa, stay in my eyes. You're killing me good. Baby, you've ruined me for anyone else. Whisper me slow, kiss me too deep. It's too late for me. It's too late for me. It's too late for me. Save yourself. Thanks a lot, guys, and thanks for the tip. Somebody sent me some actual money. Thanks a lot for that. Always appreciated, never expected, but thank you so much. Let's see. If we have time, I have two more for you, but moving on to this song. I had the good fortune of getting in a room with Brandy Clark to write a song, and so this is what we came up with. hate my nose, says Mama, sitting on her chair, putting on her makeup and fixing up her hair, totally unaware of her daughter dancing round, bathroom ballerina in the background. And that daughter didn't notice that her ears had even heard, or that her heart began to echo her mama's hurtful words, till she found herself years down the road, looking at a mirror and cursing that same nose. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and it plants a seed, and that seed takes root down real deep. By the time that the seed becomes a tree, even with all the love from the sun and the rain, its insecurities are exactly the same. Better lock the doors, driving through the side of town, says a grandpa sucking on his cigarette with his window half down. In the backseat sits his grandson, just learning multiplication. Took a breath, Lord, it was secondhand smoke and a dose of discrimination. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and it plants a seed, and that seed takes root down real deep. By the time that the tree becomes a tree, even with all the love from the sun and the rain, its insecurities are exactly the same. Son, we don't say those ugly words, but subtly we slowly grow into what we've overheard. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and it plants a seed, and that seed takes root down real deep. By the time that the seed becomes a tree, even with all the love from the sun and the rain, its insecurities are exactly the same. Its insecurities are exactly the same. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Tina. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Hey there in Thailand. Thank you for tuning in. Tondra, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much. You know, it's easy to be a good songwriter when you are fortunate enough to get in a room with Brandy Clark and Ashley McBride and Lisa Carver and Randall Clay. So, thank you for that. Thank you. I got one more for you, and then somebody else is going to come along and sing you a bunch of songs. Thanks again to Americana Highways. To Melissa, thank you very much for having me. And one more, guys, one more. Hope in this pandemic you're staying well, and I'm going to leave you with this. I wrote this with my friend Scott Sean White, by the way. Dying tree can still give you shade. Memories live on in faded photographs. You can walk in worn out shoes, a cracked window lets light through. A tattered Bible still holds truth. It doesn't mean you're beaten just because you're broken. Doesn't mean you stop believing just because the door is closing. You might be heartsick and hopeless, but it doesn't mean you're beaten just because you're broken. Crying eyes can still see through tears. Those tired shoulders have carried you through years of good and bad. You can hang on with trembling hands. A hurting heart can love again. This ain't how the story has to end. It doesn't mean you're beaten just because you're broken. Doesn't mean you stop believing just because the door is closing. You might be barely breathing, heart sick and hopeless, but it doesn't mean you're beaten just because you're broken. You're not useless just because you're used. You're not a lost cause just because you lose. It doesn't mean you're beaten just because you're broken. Doesn't mean you stop believing just because the door is closing. You might be barely breathing, heart sick and hopeless, but it doesn't mean you're beaten just because you're broken. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm Michele-Tackett. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Thanks again to Americana Highways and to Melissa for having me, and thanks to my team Tackett for showing up tonight. Appreciate you guys and love you. We'll see you another time, I hope. Thanks a lot.